So you're well known for your distance. We were actually mentioned it last episode. We had just mentioned that we were going to try to talk to you, and then we're talking about your distance clinic and stuff like that. What is your all time furthest throw on record?
Oh man, that's a fun one. 853 feet.
And it was, God, what? Give us the story. What was the disc? What were the conditions?
Yeah, so this is at Emporia, Kansas. Glass blown open, 2011. I had won the Big D in the desert. Well, I guess not the Big D in the desert part, but the Whiff Diff, World Championships distance throwing in Vegas at the end of 2010.
Okay.
And so at that point, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm going out on the road. So early in the season, April, Kansas. I'm hanging out with Robbie Bratton, Yuli, Steve Mills. If you remember who Steve Mills was.
Mills. Oh, I'm originally from Michigan, so I know Steve Mills. Chaboy. Everything's a spit out.
Yep. Millsy, and we were staying with Eric McCabe. I'm like just kind of like the fun tour life stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we get to the distance qualifiers, and there's two events going on. They have raw distance, and they have distance plus accuracy. And what they did was they ran a rope out into the driving area where they were doing the distance qualifying, and then your total distance was your throw minus your distance from the rope. So like how far you could throw but keep it online.
Oh, I see. So the rope is running dead down the center, and you're trying to land as close to it as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get there. We're one of the first groups to go. It's like a 30 to 40 mile per hour tailwind. The real field temperature was probably like 20 degrees. It was like freezing because of the wind was so cold.
Yeah.
And it's a straight tailwind. I'm the first to go. I put my $5 in, and I throw. You get 3 shots. I throw a backhand force, like lands 10, 15 feet from the rope, probably like 500. I'm kind of like playing it for accuracy at this point.
Okay.
And then I throw kind of a flex shot force, and then I throw a 360 force anti-bomb, and it goes like 750 and lands a foot away from the rope. So no one else competed in that segment of the distance competition because I went first and had like the immaculate throw.
So you just shut it down. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, dang it. Okay, well, anyways, I switch over to my nukes and I start to throw just the normal distance ones. And the wind is pushing so hard from behind that as soon as the nuke would turn, it would just bottom out and kind of get slammed to the ground, like probably only 300-400 feet away.
Okay.
So that happens once, happens twice. I throw a third one and I like pop it up a little bit extra high, but it still drops like as soon as it turns. So I turn around, I stop watching it, and I hear everyone kind of go like, whoa. And I look back, and it's just like bouncing, like turbulence, like 30, 40 feet up and down, just getting carried away by the wind. And it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and basically goes out of sight, kind of down a tree line. And the spotter is running after it. And, I don't even know. I thought it had touched the ground and like skipped, like it was moving around so much.
Sure.
So that was it. We leave. I didn't stick around for them to do the range finding on it. I was just like, okay, that was weird, whatever. And then I start getting these text messages like, did you hear, like, Dion broke the distance world record? Because it was still held by Sandstrom at the time at, like, 840 feet.
Oh, okay.
Huh. And I'm like,
what? Like a DX Valkyrie or something, I think he threw for that.
Yeah, with the Valkyrie. I was like, what are people talking about? And then I finally kind of track down the message, and my shot hit a building in flight at 853 feet. And they hit the range find just to the building, basically. And that was my preliminary throw. And at that time, that was like the longest recorded throw.
It's too bad Whiff Diff wasn't there to certify that,
yeah.
Right?
Wow. That is a wild story, man. That's intense.